Alright, so Greydles were another new archetype added. The thing is, I'm going to try making a deck for all of the brand new archetypes that have come out recently, just because I've been really slacking behind that. Considering I do like nothing but gimmick decks for my videos, I kind of want to try out all the new ones because I haven't really kept up with the new releases. And the Greydle monsters, they really pushed me into wanting to try out the new cards, like these and Magispectors, and Magispectors were a lot of fun. Greydles, they have this, every Greydle card, I think except Slime, is basically a snatch steal when it's destroyed by battle. So you can just steal one of your opponent's monsters, which is great. They have a synchro monster they can bring out through Slime's effect. Because Slime, you just destroy 2 of your Greydle monsters that are on the field, or spell and trap cards, so you can destroy a Parasite and an Impact if you want. Special summon them from the graveyard, then you can special summon a Greydle monster from your graveyard, and then you'll have a 3, and he's a level 5 tuner, so you can go until Greydle Dragon. Greydle Dragon, you destroy cards equal to the number of monsters used for its synchro summon. So you can destroy 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field, which is a really good effect. If he's destroyed, you can special summon a water type monster from your graveyard. I think it's a water type monster, right? I don't know. If he's destroyed, you can special summon one of your Greydle monsters. I think that's the effect. I really don't want to read it right now. And yeah, so the Greydles, they also have another effect where Eagle, if he's destroyed by a monster effect, he becomes a snatch steal from the graveyard. They all have the additional effects, like if they're destroyed by a certain card effect in addition to being destroyed by battle. So Alligator, if you're destroyed by spell cards, you can steal your opponent's monster. Cobra, if you're destroyed by a trap card, you can steal your opponent's monster. And the spell and trap cards, they're not the best. Greydle Impact, you can basically forcefully activate Alligator by destroying him with Impact and destroying one of your opponent's monsters. It's kind of like a weaker version of Scrap Dragon. Or if you don't use its effect, you can add a Greydle monster from your deck to your hand at the end of your turn. Parasite, I thought this card would be a lot more useful than it was. If you don't control any monsters, you can special summon a Greydle monster from your deck if your opponent attacks, which sounds great, but that game state was rarely ever active. And you can also special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard to their side of the field if you want to selectively steal one of your opponent's monsters. Greydle Split, the equipped monster gains 500 attack, and you can choose to send this card to the graveyard if it's equipped to a Greydle monster to special summon 2 Greydle monsters from your graveyard. So if you use it on Cobra, you can also steal one of your opponent's monsters since it counts as being destroyed by a trap card. So that's a pretty great card, but the game state for that doesn't really come up as much as I thought it would. I should probably run more than one though, because it's a little bit better than Parasite. Bubblebringer, since they're all level 3, well, all of the main Greydle monsters except Slime are level 3 water type monsters. You can use Bubblebringer to bring out 2 of them and activate Slime's effects immediately, since Slime can bring herself out from your hand or graveyard. So milling it to the graveyard is something you probably want to do. That's why I have a Foolish Burial in here just for that, since, Lawful Chain is banned. And I can't really think of much else. Since you destroy a lot, your running Supply Squad is like a must. It's not a must, but you're going to get some really nice pluses off that. I ran 2 Dark Holes, but it's very counterintuitive when I actually was playing the duels. Like, you know what? If I use Dark Hole to destroy Alligator to activate his effect to steal my opponent's monsters, he's not going to have any monsters on the field for me to destroy unless he has an indestructible monster out like Beals. So that doesn't really work as well as I thought it would have. All in all, the deck isn't half bad, but I do kind of have some other versions of the deck I want to try out. I just kind of put them all in the deck and I threw in some water support I thought would work well with it. It did work well, but not as well as I thought it would, since decks these days have a lot of way of getting rid of monsters from the field without actually having to destroy them by battle. And they're only gain their second effects of stealing your opponent's monsters under very specific conditions. Like Eagle, if he's destroyed by a monster effect, you can steal your opponent's monster. Cobra, if it's a trap. Alligator, it's a spell card, etc., etc.